Question of the day. I'm a YouTuber. What does that mean to you? If I say to you, I'm Phil Beckwith, the professional painter and decorator, and I am on YouTube, what do you think to that? If you're on YouTube, you must be earning a fortune. I know how much that Mr. Beast makes. You must be about the same. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Welcome to Phil Beckwith, the professional painter and decorator on YouTube. Now, clearly, Phil Beckwith is on YouTube. And this video, I don't want to say long-awaited. Yeah, I'm going to say long-awaited. Now, recently, I did a community post on my YouTube channel just mentioning that should I just knock YouTube on the head? Should I give it a rest? Should I pack in? Main reason being I was asking the question, surely I've covered everything now on YouTube and I don't need to do any more videos. Off the back of that, a lot of people commented and actually came back to me and said, Phil, you can't stop YouTube because we're learning so much and we really appreciate what you're doing, which is fantastic. That gives me the drive to actually carry on with YouTube. So rest assured, for the foreseeable future, I am carrying on with YouTube. Albeit, after this video, you might be telling me to pack in YouTube and just go and get a part-time job down at Tesco. Yeah. So, what's this video about today? We're going to be talking about the earnings that I've earned since starting YouTube. Now, those that know, those that don't, I started YouTube back in 2021. That was the January, and the first video I did is just up there, and it was using the Graham and Brown wallpaper mural, and I was telling people how to do wallpapering. Now, where do I sit with being able to tell people how to do things? You might have seen in the videos before, I do have my advanced craft sitting guilds. I did 4 years at college. I've served a proper apprenticeship with indentured certificates, and I did carry on and do 7307 sitting guilds to do teacher training. So I have in the mid-90s done part-time lecturing at Baystor College. That covered all your main painting and decorating stuff, and I also helped out doing a bit of lecturing on a decorative treatments course, which is your marbling, graining and decorative finishes. So do I feel I am competent? Yes. Do I feel I am the right person to be on YouTube to tell you how to do painting and decorating? Yeah, let's tick that box. Now, the whole reason I actually started YouTube was I'd got a friend, and I'll mention him, John. John might be watching. He's up in Newcastle. Known him 25 odd years. He said to me, Phil, you ought to do YouTube, and I poo-pooed it. Then what did we have? We had the COVID years. I started watching YouTube and seeing what was out there for painting and decorating, and it is a very small niche market, but the stuff that was being filmed, what was going out on YouTube, I felt there was a few errors, and if I can't tell people how to do painting and decorating, nobody else should be. So that's where we are. I'm going to be telling you how much I have actually earned on YouTube since January 2021, albeit I didn't go monetarised until the November of 2021. Now, I had hit the marker of 4,000 hours worth of watch time in, well, partway through that year of 2021, and the monetarisation started at the beginning of November. So where are we now? Let's talk about it. I've got my easel. I have got some marker pens, and I'll bring the camera in and we'll just write it down and we'll have a look at where the figures are and where we're sitting on this. So bear with me, let me just get the camera down here. Okie dokie, I hope you can see this. We have got the easel up. I just said we'll drop the camera down so we're on a different angle. And it is all about how much I've made from YouTube, and that is 2021 to now. Right, I'm going to get a marker pen. I'm going to tell you, from 2021 to now, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to put it here. I have 625 videos. Remember that. We'll come to it. But what I've earned in money? Right. Since doing YouTube, I have earned £17,561.09. Isn't that 9p really important? That is what I've earned from that 21 to now, and we are nearly 5 months into 2025. So you're watching this quite as an up-to-date video. This video's gone out quite quickly because obviously time is of the essence. Currently we're sitting at just over 18,000 subscribers. I think 18,200, let's call it, within a few people. But this is what I've earned, £17,561.09 since I started YouTube. Right, let's break that down to the core figure. There's 625 videos and shorts that's been uploaded. Now if you divide 625 by that 17,561.09, what do you actually get? It works out just about £28 per video. £28 per video. What do you think of that? Yeah, I'm taking a big sigh. I'm sighing. Right, let's just think about this. I'll put you up so I can talk to you. When I make a video, whether it be filming it, editing it, putting it together, I could be hours on it. Now, I'm going to say to you, let's, for the sake of argument on this spreadsheet A-board that I'm doing, I'm going to say, let's look at between 4 and 5 hours worth of video filming. What have I got? I've got filming, I've got editing, I've got putting it together, and how does it all break down? Well, let's call it 4.5 hours. Let's just say each video takes me 4.5 hours to put together from start to finish. And I'm going to say now it is probably more than that on a number of videos. Right, 4.5 hours goes into that £28. And what am I going to get? We're going to move over to the blue marker. I am looking at £6.22 per hour that I've actually earned from YouTube. And that's 17,561.09, you know, isn't a month, isn't a year. It's actually over those, we're going to call it 4 years worth of YouTubing. And I'm doing £6.22 an hour. Let's make it even more hit home. In the UK at the moment, if you're over the age of 21, minimum wage, let's write it down. Minimum wage is, can you see this? £12.21 per hour if you're over 21 years plus. Does that hit home now? £12.21 for a minimum wage job. You've got to be over 21. It's slightly different if you're under 21. But I am earning £6.22 an hour if I base each video at 4.5 hours worth of work. What do you think of that? Disgusting. I think, should I carry on with YouTube if that's what I am generating for all the work and all the time that's going into it? Right, back in the room after that £6.22, the reality check of what I'm actually earning. I'm not earning millions, am I? I'm not earning millions. But I've got another flip chart that I want to show you. And we're going to be talking about the real stats of the videos. Now, I've got it on here. We're going to be talking about this. What are my best videos? How does the breakdown of that 625 videos actually equate to earnings and where we are with YouTube? Now, I've got a marker pen. I will angle that down. I'll bring the camera in a bit more. But the first video that I want to be, well, we're talking about is my most viewed video. Let's bring that in. We can be up close and personal. I will zoom in there. We'll forget the one below it. We're going to be looking at the most viewed video at the moment. As we're standing here now at the end of April, midway through April, what's my most viewed video? And it's definitely the Prestonet 4-in-1 roll-on video. Now, that video is only about 5 minutes long, and the views that I've had on that video today are 189,000 views. Now, that equates to a watch time in hours of 5.8 thousand. So yes, it's had 189,000 views, but those people watching, oh, things are dropping, those people watching are watching to a total of 5,800 hours worth of watch time. But off the back of that, it has created or given me 540 new subscribers. So hopefully 540 new subscribers are watching other videos, hopefully. But the real thing you want to know, that video, what has it earned me? Now, I say times many, it's not about the subscribers for YouTube, it's about how much watch time and views you're getting. So bear in mind the views that we're getting and the watch time. The earnings for this video, and this video went out at the beginning of January sometime 2025, it has earned me just over, can you see that? Just over £400. So that's a nice little video that's generated me quite a nice little income in a short space of time. But this £400 all adds up to that £17,561. So this is just one video. Not all my videos are doing this sort of money, and this is one of the top earning ones. A lot of them are only earning a few pounds, a few pence, a few tenors. It might just get you like a cheap takeaway. Right, let's just drop down to the next one. If you can see this one, this is an interesting one. Hopefully this is nice and clear on the camera. We can come in a little bit more. No, we're all right. My top decorating video, because we're talking about decorating, that's a Prestonet video. I call that's to do with plastering. The top decorating video is the wall rock damp stop. Now, if you don't know about that, there's the video link in the corner. Now, the views on that video, and I'm going to say this is my third best viewed video. The Prestonet one is clearly the first. The third best one is this wall rock video on damp stop. Now, the views that has given me is 103,000. 103,000 views. That equates to 7.9 thousand hours worth of watch time. Now, clearly this is a longer video. This is probably about a half an hour video, 30 minutes. So you can see the difference between a short video that's only doing me 5 minutes and a longer video. People are watching for longer, but they're not watching for the full 30 minutes. But again, let's talk about the subscribers. The subscribers are 495 that's generated from that video, and hopefully the ones that are watching decorating videos are interested in the videos that I've got on my channel that are mainly painting and decorating. But you want to know what that video's earned me. This was a pretty good one. This has earned me, and it's just under, see that, £500. This video has just earned me just under £500. Now, what's good, I'll come up to me in here, what's good with YouTube is the videos are there for a long time. So that video actually went out in the June of 2023. So it slowly snowballs and probably increases over time. But videos that are viral and popular, like the Prestonet one here, since January, that's earned me over 400. And that's only been a video that was 5 minutes long. A video that I've had out since June of 2023 has earned me 500 quid. It's been a half an hour long video, and it took me a lot longer to make. So this is where the time comes into it. This is where I say time is of the essence when it comes to producing videos. The quicker you can do them, the slicker you can get at it, the better it is for you, and you're not spending all your evening doing it. Right, you want to know what's the best earning video? Right, we're coming down, and I hope you can see this. I think you can. We'll zoom in. The best earning video, the best earner is the Della Pro Nova Roll. Sorry, let's say that again. Is the Della Pro Roll Nova Roll on Plaster. Now this is actually my second best video on the channel. The views on this one are 169,500 views. So we're going 1, 2, 3. You can see the big jump. We've got 190,000, just over 100, and then the in between is 100. Let's call it 170. So there's a big gap between all those three. They're not all close. This is where the popularity in videos comes in, and we'll touch on that in a moment. But the watch time hours of the Della Pro, we are 12.4 thousand hours worth of viewing, and it has brought in, very interestingly, 1,100 subscribers. Now the earnings, because this video went out about 6 months ago, so back end of 2024, this video has earned, and it is just over Can you see that? £800. That video has earned me just over, I'll bring it there, £800, which is fantastic. I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm very grateful that that money's been brought in. But over those three videos, you can see a 400, a 500 and an 800. Now my maths isn't bad, but that's about £1,700 that's generated just off three videos. Unfortunately, I don't have a load of videos doing that sort of generation of income. Just a thought. But all in all, it does trickle in, slowly but surely. So you see where I'm coming from. There is an income stream there off YouTube, albeit very small. We are a very niche market. But where else do I earn a little bit of income? If you click the link below, Amazon Associates, you see I have an Amazon Associates store. Amazon affiliated selling, I don't know what it's called, don't really understand it. All I know is I've got a storefront that I can put products in that are on Amazon, and if you're so inclined, click the link and buy something. I get a small commission via Amazon, not through the people that are selling on Amazon. It is actually Amazon give me a small commission for the products that are bought off Amazon if you've clicked my link. So I am an Amazon associate, which is great. I don't understand it. If you understand it, please give us some comments below and explain it to me. But I do know I do get a bit of an income stream from Amazon as well as YouTube. But do you know what? It's not a lot. I'm not earning a lot because it is small percentages. The other place that I get the income stream that is actually helping towards that £17,561.09 is when people do the super thanks. Now the super thanks is something via YouTube. YouTube take their commission off it clearly, and I get that added to whatever the earnings are from YouTube. The other bit of a side hustle, shall I say, some people, which is great, buy me a coffee. Now, buy me a coffee, they take a small percentage off that amount of coffee. I think a coffee's costing £5. Buy me a coffee, take a little bit of commission off that £5, and then the rest of it goes towards my earnings, shall I say. So there is a side hustle that I am trying to tap into. Do I understand it? No. Does all this money coming off YouTube help me? Yes, but it's not enough to actually make YouTube a full-time investment, i.e. packing my work, my day-to-day work, and going to YouTube full-time. So when we go back to, do I do YouTube for the money? Clearly not. I do have a full-time job. This is a sideline for me, which I'm very grateful if it brings something in. And the question being at the beginning, do I stop YouTube? No, I'm not going to stop YouTube. I am seeing an increase on subscribers. I'm seeing an increase on views each year, and I'm also seeing an increase on that earnings. Now, just to give you a brief recap, I've had to write it down. Now, I've done videos on what I earned on my first paycheck, what I did on 6 months, 12 months, and things like that. But just going back so we can remember, right, in my first year of earning, which was 2021, I only earned £111.61 because it was only a short month from the November to the end of the December. But interestingly, when we dropped into 2022, that year, that full year, gave me £1,616.77. Now, for 2023, and you can see them, they're all coming up on this side so you can take it all in. 2023 was a better year. More videos are out there, more people are watching, more subscribers. I earned £4,271.28 in that 1 year, which is great. And this is where it all adds up to that 17,000. 2024, my best year yet. In 2024, around about this time last year, end of April, I saw 10,000 subscribers at the end of April, beginning of May 2024. We are increasing on the subscriber count quite quickly for a niche market. But that 2024, £8,086.81, and it is down there. I'm putting it on there for you. And then so far, what we are into for 2025, I am currently at £3,474.62. As I say, so far, we're only really a good quarter into the year. So I am seeing an increase. I'm seeing an increase on the the rental. Oh, it'd be lovely to put the rent up on YouTube. I am seeing an increase actually on the money that's coming in, but there's more to it than that, and we're going to come on to that in a moment. So you saw that bit of an intro to this section. No sponsorship, no brands. This is just me. And this is where I purchase products myself to try for the YouTube channel, and few and far between it happens where a company does approach me to say, Phil, I've seen you do a product review and I'd like to send you some other products out to try, which is great. And let me tell you now, Beckwith Decorators has been going since 1965, and over the years our paint reps and suppliers have quite often given us things to try out anyway. That's the nature of being a painter and decorator. We try products and we give feedback on those products. And a little bit like what I am with YouTube, I do get the odd company that says, Phil, we like what you're doing, please try our product, what do you think? We want an honest review. But that honesty is there because they're not paying me, they're not sponsoring me, they're not making me endorse their product, they just want an honest review. So if you do see TikTok, Instagram, Reels, Facebook, YouTube, where people say there is paid promotion or sponsorship, just think or ask yourself, how much are they actually being paid to promote that product? Do they actually agree with the product, or are they just telling you how good it is? Just pause for thought, everybody. Please pause for thought. But I will say, if Porsche are listening, I'm all ears. This is the only Porsche I've got. I won't mind trying a Porsche. I won't mind being sponsored by Porsche. If you want to reach out to me and touch base, we can talk about some sponsorship deal with a nice 911, possibly with a roof rack. That Dakar 911 would suit me down to the ground. Just saying, just saying. I can see it now. Porsche ambassador. Loving it. Right, the next section I just want to touch on, which is probably stands to reason really. Expenses and taxes. That earnings, let's get back to that earnings. That's 17,000. Get rid of that. That £17,561 that I've earned and 9 pence is obviously subject to tax. Now I have to do my self-assessment, file a tax report in, and I'm paying obviously 20% wherever it is tax. So when you look at that figure, I do not see all of that. But on the, I'm going to say on the flip chart, on the flip side of that, there is expenses that doing YouTube I've had to spend out on. Now, go back 18 months, I had to buy a new laptop. Now, the laptop I'd got was pants, it was slow, I was editing videos, it was taking ages and hours to actually render a video. Crash band wallop, £3,500 later on a gaming laptop. Now I can edit videos and download stroke render a video that is 20 to 30 minutes long in the space of minutes. Whereas before, literally, I was leaving that laptop on overnight and it was taking hours to render a video. So speculate to accumulate, £3,500 on a gaming laptop has helped me immensely with my channel. Likewise, the filming equipment I've got here is my original Canon M6 mirrorless camera. Now, the original lens that's with that camera, those that know about cameras, it wasn't suitable. So again, crash band wallop, £360 later on a better lens that does me 11mm to 22mm, which on a crop censored Canon camera gives me actual a focal length of 16mm. So as I'm looking at you now, I'm at 16mm wide angle. That's the zoom and that's going back to wide angle. So I'm spending on things like that. Likewise, in the last 12 months, I bought one of the DJI Pocket 2s, one of the small video cameras with a gimbal head on it. You may have seen me at some of the trade shows with that. It is a smaller camera to walk around with, which is, it's a godsend when I'm actually filming at trade shows and going places. I don't have to take a big bulky camera with me. So yes, I can offset that sort of expense against the earnings and the tax. But do you know what? I'm still not earning I'm still not earning very much when you go back to I am doing £6.22 an hour off the videos that I've earned. Am I doing something wrong? Am I on the wrong forum stroke medium? Should I not be doing YouTube? Would I be more suited to TikTok? I don't think I would be. TikToks are quite short. They're a little bit like today's newspapers, tomorrow's chip shop paper is then in the bin. You're not seeing TikToks of old now. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can have a video commented on that is 2-3 years old. Are you getting the same sort of response off TikToks and Reels and Instagram if you've made a couple of minute video on there? But also I would say my videos are more lengthy, like this one, because I am explaining a lot more. You will get a lot more out of my videos than seeing somebody just cutting in across a straight line. And do you know what? There's a technique and a knack to that to look good on camera. And I'm not going to tell you, because those that know, those that don't think that is fantastic. But yes, I am taxed, so don't think that is my take-home pay. Thankfully, as I've said before, this money is not what I'm actually living off. I do have a full-time job. Yeah. But also, we've got video editing software that I'm paying a subscription for. So I've got that sort of money coming in, but what I'm actually spending out on a year, am I breaking even? I'm not even going to answer that. Not even going to answer it. And really, if we talk about it, if I did an extra day at work, if I worked a Saturday, I would actually earn more money doing 1 day a week, 1 day a month than what I've actually earned on YouTube, which is interesting. Makes you think, doesn't it? Makes you think. Right, we're coming into the next section. Don't worry, we're nearly not far off it, but I just want to talk to you about, I've said before, I'm a painter and decorator. I've got my advanced craft city and guilds. I only know really a trade job. I am not somebody who's worked in IT. I've not been somebody who's worked in office space. I am very much not a woke political correctness person when it comes to things that I might say on camera. I don't subscribe to the wokeness of what we've got at the moment. It's going a little bit silly. I am building trade. I'm a painter and decorator. What I am not, and this is where we're coming on to this section, how much would do these cost you for doing what I'm doing? I am definitely not, and I'm going to zoom in and bring you closer. I hope you can see this. I am definitely not a natural presenter. Confidence I have got, but I'm definitely not a presenter. A videographer, I've got a very steep uphill learning curve. An editor, that is something every day is a school day. The editing software is not easy. Right, a sound tech, and I'm not going to joke about this because I have already made this video once, and literally the video was over an hour's worth of video editing, i.e. to edit, and there was no sound to it. I had got the sound wrong on my video. This is second time lucky. I'm also being a lighting guy. I've sorted out lights so we've got a better studio environment, so you are seeing me in all my glory. Yes, I am coming up to 51. I moisturise every day. The camera doesn't lie, or does the camera lie? That's a question for you. And then the next bit, I've got to be a designer. I've got to be thinking about how I put the videos together, how I do the thumbnails and stuff. That is not me. I am not this, an all-round IT expert, but I'm having to be, because an all-round IT expert does all of this, and by the time I've done all my scribbling, we'll see nothing of it. But again, I'm going to say to you, if I was a YouTube channel that was bigger, that has people to do all this, what would you be paying in dollars? What would you be paying in pounds? What would you have to pay these people to do what I'm doing? But I'm on £6.22 an hour. Think about it. So you've seen this intro to this part of the video. Are you going to be going, yippee, we're coming to the end? Yes, we are coming to the end. I just want to make it clear, I'm not making millions. I'm here because I love to do what I'm doing. I like to impart my knowledge onto the people that don't know the trade, the painting and decorating trade, like I do. I've had now 35, coming up to 35 years in the painting and decorating industry from leaving school in 1990. There's not much I haven't seen or don't know, or if I don't know it, Brian, who works for us still, who started with my father in 1966, and my father that you've seen on plenty of videos there, talking about his painting and decorating career. He's been painting and decorating since 1959 and been in business since 1965. So actually, if you do the maths, we've had a good 60 years worth of business. There's nothing that we haven't probably come across between our years in the painting and decorating trade that we can't probably answer questions on or know the answers to. But as I say, I'm not making me millions. I've got a studio that's trying to do me a bit of a side hustle to obviously generate a little bit of income from YouTube to impart my knowledge on. And as I've said before, I did used to teach at college, so me telling people how to do things on YouTube is only just really an extension of my teaching, part-time teaching career I used to do. So I'm not going anywhere soon. I think you might be saying to me, Phil, it's not worth it to you. I know, but I do love doing it. And if you are watching this all the way through till now, I want you to put a comment in. I want you to put £6.22 squad. And if you comment £6.22 squad, you are the people that I am talking to that are actually listening to me and appreciating what I'm actually putting across on YouTube. Do you know what? I do it for the love of it. I love my trade. I don't go to work every day thinking I hate my job. I do like my job, and I also like doing the YouTube side of things as well. So I'm going to ask you, if you've not subscribed to me, please press the subscribe button. If you want to press the bell, if there's a bell somewhere to get notifications when these videos come out, please do that. I'm also on Facebook as Phil Beckwith, the professional painter and decorator. And if you want to see more about Beckwith Decorators, please go to Instagram. The links are all in the description below if you want to click those. And also I will say to you, if you are a person who's doing me super thanks or want to do super thanks and send me some money, fantastic, brilliant. And I also like a coffee being bought, so if you want to buy me a coffee, please feel free. That is very much appreciated. Those that are interested in what I'm telling you appreciate the time and effort that goes into making videos. My YouTube studio as it is, with all my bits and pieces, I'm loving it, as they say. And I'm going to say again, Porsche, if you're listening, you can be the first person who comes to me to make me an ambassador for a Porsche or give me a brand sponsorship deal. I'm all ears. Thank you very much for listening to me. Those that are still here, £6.22 squad. I want to see it in the description below. And I love you all. Just thinking, like a red Porsche. Black Porsche can show the marks up, can't it? Red, black, white. White to do me nicely. Just saying.